Good morning, legends. I hope you're well. Hope you survived yesterday. I'm going to make today's video super fast. I'm just going to get straight to the point. Reason being, I have so much work to do. I have an event that I'm speaking at on the weekend. It's Wednesday and I haven't started it. So yeah, let's get this video rolling. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, you know the deal, leave comments, all that kind of thing. Look, the moral of the story with Bitcoin right now is we're banking on Jupiter moving into Aries. That's basically our last hope. Let's talk about last night's price action on the 15-minute. Now, if you didn't watch my video yesterday, be sure to go and watch it because exactly what I said is what kind of happened yesterday. So in yesterday's video, I was saying with the way price action is, it's quite dangerous to try and find W formations on a 15-minute time frame, just because we had such dramatic price action and we were at such a key level that it was possible that a W could fail. So this was the W on the 15-minute time frame. Now, for those people who took that W regardless, you would have had a pretty good trade. The thing is, once the second peak of a W is formed, your next criteria for price to continue in the direction that you want it to go in is it needs to break the 50 EMA, regardless of the time frame that you're trading on. It's the 50 EMA. So in this case, we got a tick, we got a break. This candle was the retest. So that even there was an entry for people who prefer to wait for a break and retest of the W, right? So whether you went long here or went long here, you got a position. Step number 3 is it needs to then break the 200 EMA, which is the yellow one up here. If when price gets close to that 200 EMA, you get an inverted hammer or a bearish engulfing, that's where you exit the trade. So as you can see here, we've got a pretty dramatic bearish engulfing. So there was no trade beyond that point. Then what actually happened from there was we got a multi-session M formation right here that rejected off that. At this point in time, I actually did post in the Discord to the first class tribe to be aware of this M formation. And if you did take that W, at the very least, move your stops to break even or exit your trade. So we were safe there and everything's all good. But this kind of price action on the 15-minute is exactly why I said yesterday to look for your W on the 1 hour. Just because things are so touch and go right now, the lower the time frame you tried to trade, the higher the chance of getting it wrong. So that's where we are on the 15-minute time frame. But now if we have a look at the 1 hour, we are literally last chance hope where price is right now, because we could be in the midst of, there's 5 minutes to go on this candle, we could be in the midst of a 1 hour W formation right here. It's very, very tricky in where price currently is, but we could have something like this playing out. If price does not come back into this red zone, these are the short positions that are trapped, and that validates the first part of a W formation. But then the same rule applies. The next step, if this closes as a bullish candle, the next step is price has to then move above the 50 EMA on the 1 hour. You can see we've rejected a number of times here and here. And even, if we go back along this entire drop from the M formation that we identified after FOMC, we've been under the 50 the entire time. So it would not be unintelligent to play it conservatively right now and not even take a W. That's the honest truth. If you are in massive uncertainty right now, then instead of taking the entry down here, what you'd be waiting for next is for the W to be confirmed by pushing above the 50 EMA, then coming back for a retest. This is where your entry goes. And then you'll have a bit more confidence that we're going to see some more upside from there. So that's a safer play. If you do like a higher risk entry, just know that if this fails the 50 EMA, day with an inverted hammer or a bearish engulfing, it's probably a no play today. The positive to what's happening right now, besides the astrology of Jupiter moving into Aries in 23 minutes from the moment that I'm filming this, by the time we go live, it's happened. And so far, I mean, Jupiter's holding up, man. It's the planet of expansion and it's expanding. So please continue. But besides that, these two white zones that I have marked here are the two areas where we had the highest level of long orders on Binance, and they were sitting at 30,000 and 30,100. Now, there were buy orders just a little bit higher, and that's probably what's being picked up now. In addition to that, probably market orders, because these are just limit orders. So let's see if they're still there and what's going on in Trading Light. And now you can see halfway through this candle, see these buys here, they're trying to push price up. So these orders that were below have now disappeared, not disappeared, but they've heavily reduced. There's only 500 left. Where you see that 500 and the 509, they were sitting at 1K not too long ago. One of them I actually saw flash to 2.7K, which was huge. But this is so far showing really good momentum. What would really give me confidence here is if we get the railroad track. So if this candle closes exactly the same or very close to exactly the same as this red candle, then that's a reversal signal and we could see a little bit of an uptrend from here. The thing we need to be wary of is we do have a news event tonight, Melbourne time. It's going to be 10:30 p.m. We have the CPI announcement. So even if we do get a little bit of a push up today, just be aware of that around that time. It could lead to a pullback. It could lead to, a further parabolic run. Who knows at this point in time? Just watch the price action if you're in a trade around there. Make sure your trades are protected just in case. And then finally, let's take a look at high block and just have a look where the liquidations are right now. We already know the delta is to the shorts and it's massive, but let's just see how it's reducing right now. All right, so we're sitting at 32 billion. We did come down to 26, even 24 overnight. Yesterday, 37. So at one point, this got up to 54 billion. That's the highest I've ever seen it. Now that level is showing 38. The reason for that is because people who got it right, people who shorted this position actually got it right. A lot of them have taken profits at 30K. 30K is a key profit taking area. So it doesn't mean that when a delta is to the shorts that every short has to lose. Like, there are traders out there who manage their trades well and take profits. So a lot of this leverage is coming out from profit taking, in addition to price pushing up and liquidating people who are on high leverage close to price. I would imagine these circles up here are reducing because these are the trades that are probably getting closed in profit. So yeah, we've got a mix going on right now of traders making smart decisions and exiting trades, and then also traders shorting way too late. And with every small push up, people on high leverage get liquidated. Again, don't forget, I think price only needs to move about $40 on Bitcoin for 100x traded to get liquidated. So don't need a huge move to wipe out delta like this. Key levels that we can see around here, if we do happen to push up from today, is 208 million at around 34,000. There's also going to be one down here. So I just cleared that out so we can see it a bit better. So these are the kind of areas that we're looking at. 34 is, let's see how we go. That is aiming quite high, but we've also got this down here, 33. 33 is not too bad, but there's a whole bunch of leverage along here, longs and shorts as well. Probably safer aiming for around 32.4, which is going to line up somewhere around the 50 EMA on the 1 hour. So yeah, definitely the key today is let's aim to get a price breaking above the 50 EMA on the 1 hour, and then we may have some good upside. Look at that, Jupiter into Aries right on the dot. Let's just see, can we now get this pushing up above the 50, come back for a retest? Then I think we're going to be good, at least for the short term. But definitely keep an eye out on that CPI announcement. announcement tonight. Markets in general, everything is at a key level. You know, look at this. We've got a higher low on Ethereum, potential higher low on Bitcoin. If both of these close the daily as hammers as they are now, we're still 53 minutes as I'm filming this, so anything could change. We've got a lower low on gold. We've got NASDAQ trying to hold support. We've got the Dixie just in consolidation. Please break down. That's really going to help the markets if it breaks down. But so far, it's just moving sideways. And the USDT dominance has created a higher high, but now we've got a pretty big wick to the upside. So let's just hope all of this holds. Hope you guys have the most amazing day. Trade safe. Be careful of price around the news event. Be aware of it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter for updates in between these videos. I did put out here that the W formation was forming on the 15-minute. It was an inverse head and shoulders. The right side of an inverse head and shoulders is just W pattern. I did also warn here on Twitter to be aware of that 200 EMA on the 15-minute. So to grab my social media links, make sure you go to the description of this video. Grab them from there to make sure you get the right one. There are so many fake accounts out there. And finally, I'm sure you guys know already, but any comments that say WhatsApp me or contact me urgently or I can help you invest or any promises, any claims, anything that's like give me money and I'll invest for you, it's not me. I don't do that. You should know if you're in crypto, it happens to literally everyone who's putting themselves out there, that fake accounts get built in order to try and hurt the audience. So just be smarter than that. Don't engage and just know better. Smash that like, smash that subscribe, leave a comment. See you tomorrow.